Hello everyone. So we're going to be doing a demonstration of a line drawing using the Vine charcoal. You're basically going to diagnose the cloth that you hung on the wall, and this first drawing or sketch will be about basically laying it out in a cross contour like manner. So first you'll diagnose the sides of your folds, obviously the outside outline as well, and then you're going to use cross contour lines to go across the surface to show how those obey the surface to create that sense of three-dimension with line. We've already done this several times. Now you're just going to go back and revisit that particular kind of drawing. The starting of this is you want to use your viewfinder to find a specific area of the still life that you want to do, and I've already done that. You'll be doing pretty much a whole lot of cropping, so you won't be doing the entire area, but you're interested in just kind of in an area that offers a lot of folds as well as a kind of a dynamic way that the cloth is draped. So let's get started. So the Vine charcoal is very brittle. It breaks real easy. I usually just break off a small piece. You're going to find that when you lay down this information, it's somewhat dark, but you can wipe it out, and then it's really light. So it's a great sketching charcoal, but it's not very permanent. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to land the rough shape that I'm seeing. This is like the strong V that's happening right here. And every so often I'll bring the camera up closer so you can see specific areas. You want to approach this where you're just doing one shape at a time so that you don't get confused as to where you're at in this drawing. So I usually start here in the center, and then I move right, and then I'm going to come on the left side and move left. So I'm right here. And then I come down in here. And it's just line, okay? And I'm barely touching the paper with it, but you want to try and keep your hand from going into the drawing. If you do your drawing and then you start moving your hand around, it actually picks it all up and smudges it away. So that's going to be a test of trying to keep your hand away from this surface as you're drawing. So you'll find that your control will be slightly challenged. Okay, so I'm right here. You can see that. And right there. Okay, so here I have basically the contour line version of my setup. I've pretty much did this area here, and you saw me use my viewfinder to find that area. Alright, so then the next point is to start figuring out the terrain of this. And depending on how you want to do that, there's a really great example in your textbook that you can look at, but basically how those lines cross to show these particular areas. So let's go ahead and just start up here and come up on top of that fold into that trough, and then up the side, and right here is the edge of the fabric, and then we show up again just like that. So crossing it. And as you start to build up these lines, your viewer will get the sense that it has this rolling effect, and that you're creating those areas that have terrain that are either high or low. And I've got these spaced out, I don't know, about every 1.5 inches. So in some areas it's pretty complex. And so you can see the sketch, and then how my cross contour lines are going across laterally, but how they go up and over and down into and across the drawing surface. And that's really just to get that area to look like it's either swollen up or it's receding back into space. Alright, come over here. Alright, so there it is, all laid out. So we started off with the viewfinder to find the specific area of the fabric to draw. Then using the vine charcoal, we did the outline and then the major contour lines within that describe the folds or the drape. And then finally finished up by using the cross contour manner to go across the drawing and show the areas that recede and then the areas that swell up, or the folds, as that line moves across this particular drawing. Alright, so this should go actually pretty quick for you guys since you've already done this kind of drawing before. The only thing that will be slightly different is the vine charcoal, but I think that it is thin. You can have it the length of a pencil and actually hold it in that manner, or you can just break off a piece like I showed you and get comfortable with it. And it's not too dirty, but again, just be careful that your drawing hand's fist isn't rubbing across the surface as you're making these lines, otherwise it'll wipe out your information. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll come back and I'll show you the burnt sienna NuPastel version of this along with black pencil and the white charcoal pencil. Alright, thanks for watching.